Hello out there all across the internet. You are here with us for the very first installment of this fantastic session of mega learning with your favorite confidence and cash flow expert, the one, the only, Vanessa Simpkins. She'll be here in just a second. You may be thinking, that's not Vanessa. Who the heck are you? I am Annie P. Ruggles. I am the lead mindset mentor here at Take Your Power Back Now. And today we're talking about an amazing topic, a critical topic for heart-centered women who want to lead heart-centered businesses. We're talking about pricing today. We're talking about price and value and how you can get your value out into the world and be compensated handsomely for it. Here's what's going to happen today. We are going to have a live training here with Vanessa, and then we are going to open up this call so that you can get on live and ask your questions to Vanessa herself. It's going to be a fantastic hour of content here. Don't change that dial if that's still a thing people say. Vanessa is coming up right away.
I am. I'm coming up right away. Give me a second, guys, because I'm just loading in our videos here. I got to find this chat thing. Give me 1 second.
She's on her way, everybody. She's on her way. So here's the thing. In addition to your ability to come on halfway through and get your questions answered live, don't forget, give us comments wherever you're watching. If you're watching on Facebook, you're watching on YouTube, wherever, we can see that. So let us know. What do you love about your material and your value? What do you hate about the idea of pricing, and put it out there? This is specifically tailored for you. This is not canned. This is true live, right? It is, what's the date today? I don't even know. It is Tuesday, April 24th at 1:02, right? I'm here listening for you. So
you're doing a great job, Annie. You're doing an awesome job. Give me 1 second. I'm almost here. I'm almost here, you guys.
She's almost here. You know, we got to build up that momentum. This is the part. There she is. I was going to say, this is the part where everyone goes, Vanessa, Vanessa. And without further ado, the woman herself, Vanessa Simpkins. Hi, Vanessa.
Hey, guys. Hey, Annie. Welcome. Welcome to this live stream. I'm really excited to test out all of this fun technology today. We're doing some really cool things in the name of broadcasting. And give me just 1 second. I'm going to log in and see if I can get these little things to work here called comments, which would be really cool. We can all see your comments. Right?
We want to make sure you're in there. So today we're going to cover all kinds of stuff. We're going to cover how do you price things. We're going to cover, are you pricing enough? Are you pricing too much, right? So don't forget, in addition to this training, you are going to have the opportunity to jump in here right next to me, right next to Vanessa, and get those questions going. And you're going to talk to her face to face. But here's the thing. The way that you're going to do that is you're going to follow this website that's streaming in the corner right now, confidenceandcashflow.com/live. Can hear my Chicago accent popping out there. Confidenceandcashflow.com/live. That's where you're going to find that. So stay with us.
I love it. Hey guys, it's working. So we're live, and this is actually working, which is really, really cool.
I see me frozen in a really funny face. So there you go, everybody. There's your treat for the day.
No, we're all here. Listen, we can all see everything. I'm looking for. Let me know if you guys can see us. If you're joining us on Facebook, type something in the little comments box. Type your name or a little heart or something. Let us know that you guys can hear us and you can see us. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Periscope, let us know. Oh, there we go. We can see somebody. We can. There are comments coming
through. In our program. Vanessa, for some reason, when I click on you to show your beautiful face to the world, I'm still seeing that really goofy screenshot of me. So there you go. There you are. We have awesome comments coming in already. Denise, fabulous current member of our program, asking,
awesome.
Know what it's worth, right? So we got her here. We're going to answer that question very, very soon, Denise, for you. We got Lindsay here. Hey, Lindsay. Hey, Christy. Denise is laughing at my accent. Yeah.
Yay, it's working. What are you guys drinking today? What are you guys having for, we have like coffee over here. We have a tea over here. We're ready for you guys. I'm ready for you guys. And I cannot wait to jump right in today's conversation. And share with you some nuggets here about how to really own your value. This is #1 topic that we cover. As Annie mentioned, she is our head mindset mentor here at Take Your Power Back Now. We run an amazing program for heart-centered spiritual women entrepreneurs, coaches, healers, authors, speakers who are trying to bring a high ticket program and jump into this game called, coaching, and actually create a sustainable 6-figure income, and not just this learning without ever earning mode, but actually, generate income. And so we have this 8-week boot camp, and we teach people how to make their first $3,000, $5,000 coaching sale in our program. And one of the common questions that we hear all the time is about how to own your value. Now, you may be watching us because you joined our Confidence in Cashflow 6-part email course. So we keep getting the same questions over and over. So I thought, okay, let's jump on here and see how we can help and support you guys to get that much more clarity, because clarity is power, right? When you get clear, you get into action. And so our goal today is to really give you guys some nuggets, some takeaways, some training on how, to really understand how to price your program, what people will actually pay for, and how to position yourself as a highly paid expert in the marketplace. So, and then we're going to open it up for Q&A. So stick around, guys. We're going to go for maybe about an hour or so. I'll hopefully answer all of your questions. Denise says, I got a nice tea. And she says, from Chicago to go White Sox go. Okay. So, Annie, you're still there? Everyone can still hear us?
I am right here, and I am ready to have my mind blown by you, Vanessa, as I always do.
Oh, so awesome. So most of our clients are, healers. They're massage therapists. If you're watching, if you're catching this live, you've probably seen me somewhere, or maybe you've read my book, Take Your Power Back Now, or From Bankrupt to $900 a Day. Maybe you've watched one of our webinars, the 5 shifts to a 6-figure coaching business and beyond. Maybe you've been to our website, takeyourpowerbacknow.com. And, I got started in this industry. You all know this. I'll do a quick little recap. As a massage therapist, as an energy worker who was stuck charging, $100 an hour. And I think this is where most people jump into coaching, and they think, oh my gosh, I'm going to make like $10,000 a month. I'm going to be rich. Well, if you think about it, most people are stuck here, and they're stuck charging, their time for money, and they're stuck charging $100 an hour, or maybe $150 an hour, or maybe $200 an hour. If
they're even to 100 yet. Some people out there, they're afraid to cross that $100 mark, right?
Mm-hmm. Right. So, and this really brings us to, the first key that I want you all to take away is that you need to be charging for results instead of your time. And so this brings us to the question of, well, what are the results that you teach your clients? What are the results? Well, what are the problems that you solve for profit? And that's how we're really going to jump into this conversation today about value, right? What is valuable? What can you actually charge people thousands of dollars for? So I think in the coaching world, people would be a lot better off if they just got their head wrapped around this idea that you're actually not a coach, you're a paid problem solver. You're paid to solve people's problems. So let's start with that. What are the problems that you guys are solving for profit? And let's do a fun little exercise today. Anybody here interested in doing a really cool exercise? We take some of our clients through this. It's called How to Own Your Value. So I want you guys to grab a piece of paper, and I'm gonna grab one too. Let's make this actually not just some fluffy little, oh, let's listen to Vanessa rant for 30 minutes, but actually an exercise that you guys get to walk away with some clarity. How cool would that be? I want you guys to grab a paper, and I want you to make a big circle in the middle of the paper like this. There you go. There's my circle drawing techniques for you guys today. And in that circle, I want you guys to write down all of the problems that your clients have, okay, that you solve. So write them down. What are the problems that your clients have? Again, this is going to help you guys position yourself as a highly paid expert. It's going to help you understand how to own the value of the service or of the result that your coaching solves, right? The problems that your coaching service solves in the marketplace. What are those problems? Well, I can tell you our clients, Annie, what would be some of the problems that we solve?
Oh, I mean, some of the problems that I see our clients jumping in to solve, they serve women who are stuck. right? Sometimes if you don't know what problem you solve, what emotion do these women no longer want to have? Or the people you serve, they're not necessarily all women, right? What are they trying to overcome? A lot of our people are serving people who feel spiritually disconnected, stuck, they're living life without purpose, they're in a bad situation. Any of these things can go into that circle, everybody. So some of the things, we see people that are dealing with chronic pain, emotional pain.
We have, for example, most of our clients don't know how to find clients. They have, you know, a big, so I'm going to write that down. Don't know how to find clients.
Yeah. And yeah, and the problems we serve, they don't know how to find their clients. They don't know how to find their clients. They don't know what it is that they're actually selling, right? They don't have a viable, valuable, exciting, enticing product. They're not sure exactly who they're serving.
They struggle with their languaging around their offer. They don't have a high-end offer. They're overwhelmed by technology. They have a lot of mindset gremlins and fears around charging what they're worth. They don't have any of the systems set up. They're winging it. They don't have a marketing plan.
They're getting stopped. They're getting sidelined by fear. They don't want to be a jerky salesperson, and so they keep themselves quiet. They have issues with worthiness or visibility fears, right? Any of these things, everybody, emotional, actual, practical, anything.
So that's it. That's what I'm writing down in my circle, okay? I'm writing down all those problems. So I want you guys to do that. Just take
Eva is joining us here on Facebook chat. She says the problem she solves is waking up sleepy people on your list and getting them excited to buy your high ticket programs. That's fabulous. Cool. See how clear that is, everybody? See right here? It's like, okay, here's what I do. I wake up sleepy people. Great adjective there. I wake up people to help them not only buy your product, but get excited to buy your product. See that extra level of clarity there? I love the way you put that.
So what are the problems that you guys are solving for your clients? Put them in the middle of that box. And if you want to drop one in the comment here, let us know. But make this interactive. I promise you guys will understand how this helps you really get a grasp and own the value of your service. Okay, so we've got all the problems that we solve in there in the middle, right? Don't have a clear marketing plan, don't know how to find clients online, have worthiness issues, they have fear, they have self-doubt, they don't reprogram. So you're putting all of those in that circle. And I want you guys to draw another circle around that one. So it kind of looks like a bullseye, okay? And I want you to title that money. So that circle is gonna have a title, it's called money. All right, you got the problems in the middle. This is actually a great exercise to also help you guys understand how to create a good marketing plan. It's all gonna come together in a really cool way.
And if you're freaked out right now because you don't know what to put in these circles, guess what? That is exactly why you should hop your butt into this call when the opportunity arises in just a couple minutes. We can help you figure this out. We can help you get clear on this or anything on this area. So, you know, do your best on the circle. And then if you need Vanessa's help to brush it up, you'll get the opportunity really, really soon.
Yeah, we're going to open up here to Q&A in just a little bit. So once you solve those problems that are in the middle of your circle with your clients, let's say you're a weight loss coach and you help people, you know, get more energy and lose weight and feel healthy and lose, you know, 5 to 25 pounds, or maybe you're a fertility coach and you help women who have never been able to conceive, you know, get pregnant and have a baby. Yeah. Or maybe you are a web designer and you help people put their ideas on the internet in a powerful way. So now that you solve these problems, how does solving those problems affect your clients' money? How does it impact their money? Well, Vanessa, I just help people lose weight. I help them lose 25 pounds. I mean, how does it help them make money? Well, I don't know. Maybe they have more confidence and they go out and get a better job.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe, you know, maybe I'm a fitness coach and I help people get in shape and they have more confidence and they go in and they get a better job. You know, we help our clients attract clients and create high ticket programs and get out there in the marketplace and sell them. How does that impact their money? Oh my gosh, they're able.
I mean, that one's pretty darn direct. It makes them money.
Makes them money. They can, you know, go and do fun, cool vacations with their family. They can go and shop at health food stores. They can take cool free trainings. They usually upgrade their cars, buy better houses. A lot of our clients actually want to retire their husbands.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, and here's another thing.
They
If
quit
you're
their
struggling with this
jobs.
chunk, if it doesn't feel like it goes directly to money, remember, if it gives them more energy, if it gives them more confidence, if it gives them more time, maybe that's the gateway to how it affects the money, right? So if you can't make that jump right away, if it gives them their health back, if it gives them their vitality back, their confidence back, that sometimes is that gateway to finding out how it hits them directly in the money.
Yeah. So how does it affect your clients? How does it impact your clients' money when you help them solve those problems? All right. And then let's do another ring around this. Okay. Let's call this next ring health and wellness. Okay. So again, we're just making these bullet points here. All right. So we've got like a bullseye in the middle, money in the outer ring, and then health and wellness. So let's say you solve these problems for your clients. It impacts your clients' wealth in certain ways. Maybe it lets them save for retirement. Maybe it lets them take more, time off. Maybe it lets them quit a job. How does that affect their health and their wellness? Do they maybe go to spas? Do they shop in organic health food stores? Do they take better care of themselves? Do they get massages? Do they, right? How does it affect their health and their wellness? Do you think they maybe, have more money so they hire personal trainers? They take more time to go to the gym? Right? How does it affect their health and their wellness?
And consider all aspects of health here, right? Health is a really broad term. So if you're sitting there trying to brainstorm up this list, think about everything. Think about their emotional health, their spiritual health, not just their physical health. And here's the other thing. It doesn't just stop with them. How does it affect the wellness of their whole family? Like Vanessa said, a lot of our clients, they jump into this because they want their husbands or partners to be able to retire because they're in a soul-sucking job that doesn't support their dreams. That's going to radically change the health of that whole household.
Yeah. So look, here's the other idea. And Annie's jumped right in there, and that's beautiful. So we've got health and wellness, and we've got another ring here, which is called family. So let's write that down. Let's take a look here. We're taking a look at what really actually happens when you solve your clients' problems. How does it impact the world around them? How does it impact their family now? So, okay, we solve all these client problems. It affects their money. It impacts their health and their wellness. Maybe they're able to retire their husbands. Maybe they're able to take their family on cool vacations. Maybe they're able to buy their mom a house or their dad a car, or maybe they're able to move their family to a new home, or just have more time, or maybe they're able to actually, if they're that pregnancy coach or inception coach, maybe they're able to start a family where they wouldn't be able to. Or maybe you're an allergy freaking coach and now they can have pets, How does it impact their family? Right? I mean, that's pretty wild. Mom who's able to, quit a job and stay home and be with her kids. That's pretty awesome, right? Mom who's able to take their kids to Disneyland. We've got a lot of clients that do that. That's pretty freaking rad, right? Take your kid on a really cool vacation and show them what's possible. Pretty awesome, right? And then finally, we've got the last ring of this, which is how this impacts, the community and the world at large. So your last ring here is how it affects the community. And again, I'm just using this like really simple here on a piece of paper. How does it affect the community and the world at large? So we're just like backwards and go like this.
Those of you with big dreams, you impact seekers out there, this is the circle that's going to light you up the most, right? This is your soapbox, your impact, your legacy. These are the kinds of things that you impart. Your legacy, your impact allows your clients to go out and impact as well. So for those of you with these big golden dreams, ooh, this is your circle, ladies and gentlemen.
Right. And the circle, so let's say we help people start their businesses. So, they have more money, they have better health, they're, have more time with their family, they can be a better role model, but then maybe, your business grows and you end up hiring people and, right, like Annie said, that's your legacy. Or maybe your daughter or your son watches you and say, hey, you know what? I want to become a freaking entrepreneur too, and do something that's I'm passionate about, not just follow the, you know, follow the herd, you know, in school. They need to go get a good job and, you know, work for. So maybe you start your own legacy. Or, you know, maybe the people that are so inspired by, you know, by your work, go out and start their own companies, right? So it becomes this huge ripple effect. And what you have at the end of all of this, you know, how do you put a price tag on that? How much is that worth? Is that worth $5,000, $10,000, $20,000? So I think, you know, this, if you're doing this, let us know if you guys are following along and doing this with us. We're going to have you guys pop in here for some questions in a couple moments. But this is just a quick exercise to give you guys an idea to think bigger about the impact that your service brings. And also to start thinking about the problems that you solve for your clients and what the value of solving those problems are. All right, so people aren't paying. Here's another idea that I want to share with you guys. People think, oh, I can't charge more than $100 or $200. But how long did it take you to become an expert in this field? How many hours of study? How many programs? How many courses did you buy? You know, drop an emoji, pop in a comment if you've bought more than 5 books, if you've read more than 5 books on your subject.
And your clients too, right? How much money have they thrown at the problem that you solve? How many incomplete courses? How many CDs? How many specialists? How many miles on the road? How many hours away from their family have they spent on this? Because they're ready to invest, everybody. This is an insurmountable problem seemingly for a lot of these people, right?
Yeah, that's right. And so, you know, people aren't paying you $100 an hour. They're paying you for the result of solving these problems. We saw how it can affect these different rings in their life, create this ripple effect. But they're also paying you, you know, for how the years that it's taken you to accumulate this wisdom and this knowledge. That's really, you know, where your value comes from. And the truth is, a lot of people, raise your hand. I mean, I'm impatient. I don't want to wait 2 weeks, 5 years, two years. You know, if I can get my hands on a fast track way, I'm going to pay the money for it. I'm not patient. I'm not going to sit there and watch hours and hours and hours of video. I would much rather somebody take me by the hand and say, hey, let's do this together, or hey, let me shortcut your learning curve. I would definitely pay a premium price to save time. And I think this is another big discussion that we do in the Confidence and Cashflow courses. We talk about, you know, what do people actually pay for? Well, one of the ideas is saving time. People pay to save time. People say, well, Vanessa, you know, I'm paying thousands of dollars, but all this information exists out on the internet, on YouTube for free. Oh, really? Go ahead and spend, you know, 3 years of your life gathering and fine-tuning and going through all this content, and, you know, people will pay to get access to the answers faster in a short amount of time. And
you know, my favorite example of this, Vanessa, is literally a different kind of coaching. You could learn how to play baseball by watching YouTube or by just watching baseball. You could pick up the mechanics, right? You could figure out, okay, there are bases and I run them. Okay, I'm playing baseball, I guess. But the reason why there's a coach is to tailor that information to you, to actually say, this is my hard-won wisdom and expertise in making baseball work for you and making you therefore great at it. Without that practical application, without that hard-won wisdom, without just, you know, you on a video, you on a CD, you on a book, it's a level of education, yes, but not necessarily implementation. And that's where the magic starts to happen. And that's why coaches exist.
Well, she's right. Coaches exist because, I'm just checking out the comments here. Coaches exist because there's always a segment of the population that are going to want you to hold them by the hand, take them by the hand, and shortcut their learning curve. And they're going to pay a premium price for that. And it's kind of like looking at, you know, I just bought, not rented, but leased a BMW 2 years ago. It was the first brand new car I ever got. The accountant said, Vanessa, go and buy something. You have extra money now. Go do fun things with it. Never bought a brand new car in my life. Bought a BMW. It is an extraordinary experience to drive a BMW. I've never really driven. I rented one before, and I was like, wow, this is a pretty cool machine. Very different than a Toyota Tercel. People sell a lot of Toyota Tercels on the market. They're a very good sell, very reliable car. A BMW and a Toyota Tercel are still going to get you from point A to point B. Mm-hmm. BMW is going to be a little bit faster. This is more of a precision machine. Okay, it's got some really cool headlights. It's got seat warmers. It's got, I mean, my BMW is a beast. The thing has got twin turbo V8 freaking rocket boosters. Okay, we call it the Black Beast. It is a machine, and I love to drive. And so I absolutely pay a premium price to drive this exceptional machine.
Because what you're describing, Vanessa, is something I've heard you say a million times and talk about a million times. You're talking about providing a premium experience.
Mm-hmm. A premium experience, and that's what you're doing. As a coach, you can, when you charge higher prices, when you charge, and we teach our clients to start, anywhere from $1,500 to $3,000 to $5,000 for a 90-day coaching program. It's what we help you get really clear on: your signature system, your offer, what's included, what to price it at. And we want you to price it at something that makes you go, a little bit on the edge. Because when you do that, a few things happen. Number one, people, they like to buy the best. It feels really good to know that they're buying something of quality. And number two, it allows you as a service provider to provide the best. Maybe you can send them some really cool books or, some programs that really helped you in your development that can help them, because you've got this good bandwidth of positive cash flow. Right? If you're selling a program at $1,200, $1,500, $3,000, $5,000, what's a $20 book on Amazon to send to your clients? It's really going to wow them. Right? We also send gifts to our clients when they sign up. We don't tell them we send them gifts, but we do, and it blows their socks off. They're like, oh my God, I got these cool things in the mail. Wow. I can afford to do that because I charge a premium price. And the other thing that you're, charging a high price allows you to do is it allows you to get better results with your clients. Think about this, okay? Most coaches get stuck charging $100 an hour, and they work with these clients in these one-off sessions to get their feet wet. And okay, that's great. And eventually, imagine if you had a client that worked with you in like a 10 or a 12 or a 9 package chunk. Do you think they would get better results? Yeah, of course they would. Your clients get better results working with you over the longer term. So it's actually a disservice to be going out there giving these one-off sessions to people. You're not actually, you can make much more of an impact when you teach your clients habits. This is why we have such great success with our clients, because we teach them habits for planning, habits for showing up, habits for, marketing. Success and failure is just a result of habits. And so, if you're working with your clients in a longer term, you not only get them better results because they're ingraining those habits every time they work with you, you can charge them a premium price, which means you don't have to go think about doing the math. $10,000 divided by $100 an hour is like 100 clients.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. And those of you who are healers, you're going to understand this naturally. Right? Because here's the thing. If you're a nutritionist, if you're a yoga teacher, if you're a Reiki master, one session, it's going to show the value. It is. And it's going to start to make that impact. But one yoga class is not going to get me the health benefits that I want. One chiropractic adjustment is not going to fix 33 years of bad posture. Right? I need more support. I need consistency. And I also need the space to learn to show up for myself. And you give me that if you give me more of your time, more of your heart, more to chew on, and more to do. And that's what creates a premium experience. And
people want that. Your clients want to get, you should want to get your clients great results. And that's one way to ensure that you do it. And what Annie mentioned before is that, there will always be people out there buying Louis Vuitton bags. There will always be people out there buying BMWs because, and people, there's Walmart exists. but so does Louis Vuitton, so does BMW. So, you know, if you're not out there charging a premium price and delivering a great service to your audience, guess what? Other coaches are out there doing it, and they're making a shit ton of money. They are.
And also, one thing that I harp on our clients all the time with love, obviously, but they're going, oh my gosh, who's got that kind of money? When would they ever do that? Across the world right now, no judgment on them. Nice work if you can get it, okay? But across the world right now, this minute, 1:30 Central, today, there are people in stores putting down more than your programs on one purse that they will use once. So don't sit there and fall into the trap of why am I worthy of a high ticket price tag. Look at that sheet you just did. Look at that value. You can't put a price tag on that. You can't put a price tag on changing someone's life, and they're willing to pay.
Well, this is exactly what happens, though, and this is really the conversation. And now we're getting into, you know, the real crux of it. And you know, regardless of how much coaching you can give people systems, and you can, you know, tell them, hey, when it really comes down to it, the reason why most coaches aren't charging a premium program or aren't charging $1,500 or $3,000 or $5,000 for the program is because they don't believe that people are going to pay that.
Yeah.
They don't believe they deserve it. What do they have that's of value? So I want to hear from you guys. You know, who's got questions? I'm going to allow you, Annie, to open this up. If anyone has a question, would like to talk with me, let me know.
Yeah.
You can go to this website here that's scrolling across the screen, confidenceandcashflow.com/live. If you head on over there, refresh the screen, there should be like a little pink button that says join the hangout, and you can jump in, and actually we'll be able to unmute you. This will be some really cool testing out of technology here, and ask a question. So I'd love to work with you if this has been an issue for you for a while. If you're like, oh my God, I've been watching all these videos, I love what you're saying, but how the heck does it apply to me? Come on over here, guys. You know, don't hang out and just kind of be one of these people that just watches. Like, show up, take action. Let's do some work on this. Let's get you some clarity. That's my intention today, because clarity is power. We've seen this now. We've helped hundreds and hundreds of women here over the last 8 years with our 10K and 30-day blueprint, and our clients have made millions of dollars, cumulatively millions of dollars in the last year by getting clear on these sections of the big puzzle, right? One of these sections that we're talking about today is how to own your value, how to differentiate, you know, your price versus your value. What do you need to be doing? We talked about how problem solvers, you know, as a coach, you're actually really a paid problem solver.
Yep.
All right. That's what you actually are in the marketplace. You're a paid problem solver. Don't think of yourself as a coach. What problems do you solve? That's going to help you in your marketing. And then what questions do you have for me around, you know, owning your value? What happens when you wake up on Monday morning, you're like, okay, I'm going to start this coaching thing here. Let me know. I'm going to go ahead and twirl around in Facebook, and I'm also going to take a look here, and you let me know when.
Yeah, I'll bring somebody on as soon as they pop on in. Listen, everybody, we can talk about the mindset of value and pricing here too, right? So if you're having issues, if you've had any of the mindset triggers we've talked about, why would anyone pay me that? I'm not worth that. I don't have this value, any of that. Come on in, get vulnerable, get rewarded for it, get in here, and look at that right here. We have Eva joining us. Hey, lady. You are live with Vanessa.
Me?
Yeah.
That is so awesome. So, hey, Vanessa, nice meeting you.
Hey, Pat.
So I love what you're talking about in terms of why am I seeing myself? I shouldn't see myself. I should see Vanessa. There we go. So I love what you're talking about in terms of value. And I think the hardest thing is to jump from like $45, you know, like the usual funnel that people are giving you. They're like, okay, start with free, and then go to the 29, and then go to the 45, and then the 125, 129. 9 is a good number. And it's very, very difficult for people to be like, I'm going to drop the 500 and go to the 1500. Like someone actually told me today, no, 1500 is too little. That's cheap price. And I was like,
right.
but So how do you help people when they're, come to you with they're like, okay, the 29, it's 147, and then I'm going to sell them the 2000. How do you get them to like drop the 147 and go to the 2000?
Yeah, great question. So like Yvette's mentioning, and this is very popular in the online world of funnels where, you bring people and you piecemeal them and then you get them from $47 to 200 and from 200 to 2000. But you can just bypass all of that. I mean, there's always a market. There's always a segment of the marketplace, like I said, who's very impatient like me. And there's a different personality types. Okay, there's 4 different personality types. I happen to be this red personality type, which wants things last week, yesterday. I am very impatient. So what happens if you just market to people who are impatient? There's a ton of them around there. They want it.
Can everybody see her? Give me a nod if you can see her. There you are. Perfection.
Totally cannot see her.
We got her. She's back.
So, but what I mean, Vanessa, is that yes, there is a market, but me mentally, like if you're gonna ask me, how much, so how much is your program? And I'm like, 2,000, you're not gonna buy from me, right? So how do you help me not go like 2,000, go like, oh, 2,000 and it's cheap, it's a deal. How do I do that mindset shift?
Right.
Well, part of it is, doing the actual work that we talked about here in the beginning with those circles and understanding, how your service, how your coaching actually changes somebody's life and what that value is. So if you're telling me, hey, you know what, I can help you revive a dead list, what's that worth to people? Financially, what's that worth to people? What's it worth to their family? How does it affect their health and their wellness? So to really start not looking at, oh, I have this time called an hour that I'm going to give you and it's worth $100, but hey, we work together for an hour, or these 9 sessions or these 10 sessions, and at the end of it, you get pregnant or you lose 35 pounds and feel awesome, and because of that, you get a better job. Or, I don't know, give me an example. Give me some example of the type of, or maybe you help women who have lost touch with themselves, and you help them reconnect to their intuition and really connect to source. Or you help them undo their emotional baggage and their limiting beliefs that has them still stuck in a crappy relationship or still stuck in a crappy job where they're not being respected or honored, and you help them break through that. What's that baggage and their limiting beliefs that has them still stuck in a crappy relationship? Feedback here.
I got it. I'm
okay.
on top of it.
Cool.
Love it. So this is something that you actually work with people on, right?
Of course, we do a ton of work with mindset with clients. This is the majority of the work that we do in our programs, is helping women uncover their worthiness, their deserving, them what I call these gremlins, right? These blocks that say, oh my gosh, who's going to, I call this the Tony Robbins syndrome. I'm not Tony Robbins. Who's going to hire me? Or, people who are stuck in this kind of learning without ever earning mode. They go to all these courses and they go to the courses and they read the books and they buy the video things, and they're still, 3 years later, a bunch of these courses that are not finished because they don't have clarity. And so it's not just about buying courses about, oh, this sales thing, oh, this Facebook ads course. It really has to do with what are the concepts that you carry of yourself as a person. Most people are running off of automatic. They're running off of decisions that they made when they were 12 years old. No one's taught them how to open up the hood and say, oh, look, there's a gremlin. There's a belief in there that says, I can't trust myself to make the right decisions. Or, they just procrastinate. They don't make any decisions. Nothing changes in their life. Or, there's a slew of them. And we very much work with our clients on those concepts of themselves, and we help you create new beliefs about yourselves, like, hey, I'm a rock star salesperson. I'm really, really good at this coaching thing.
Because when you sell right, it doesn't feel like sales at all. Because it gets you out of your own brain and into what you're doing, which is what we're talking about this whole day, which is providing fabulous value.
Mm-hmm. And in order to do that, you've got to have a new concept of yourself. So if you're struggling with owning your value, you may have some worthiness, beliefs that aren't really lined up. So this is the conversation that we're having. I'm totally open to having some questions. Who else has a great question?
Christy. Hey, Christy. I'm going to get you going. You are live with Vanessa.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you just fine, dear.
Yeah, don't know if technology works on this side. Yeah, so I think my side of it is I know my value. I know what I give. I'm a Reiki master and I read tarot cards and palms and things like that at a local metaphysical shop. And I give this kind of thing, this kind of advice and these kinds of talks to people all the time. I struggle with assigning an American dollar amount to this. So it's not even so much about thinking that I'm not worthy of it or not recognizing and really owning what it is that I give. It's more pairing that with the real world, lack of better ways of wording it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, Christy, so what are you charging right now?
Oh, I'm at $60 an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what happens?
What I do at the shop.
Okay, so what have you ever thought about creating a program to work with people? Like, let's say, you know, a 6-session or a 9-session program. Do you think your clients would get better results if they work with you over the longer haul?
Absolutely. And especially on the Reiki side, I have, you know, repeating clientele. I have a lot of that, honestly, but it's still more of the one-off session. It's still the lack of commitment for people really doing the long-term sort of work and whatnot. It's still that. That's the jump I'm wanting to make. Like you talk on the bigger scale.
Right. Well, here's the deal. I used to be an acupressure practitioner and a massage therapist. That's how I started out way back in the day, before I got in law of attraction, before I became a kind of spiritual business coach, commons and Cashflow mentor. So here's the deal. Your clients are always going to take the road of least resistance with you. Your clients are always going to take the path of least resistance, the least risk. So if you have a $60 one-off session, everyone's going to jump on that. That's the least amount of risk. Okay, nobody wants to take a risk and fail. So what would happen if the only way to work with you, maybe they could do a one-off session one time, and during that one-off session you say, well, the only way I work with people is in this package, and here's what it is, and here's how much it costs. Are you in or are you out? And you only gave them the option of working with you that way. Do you think you would have more people buying your package?
No. And that's just some truth.
Okay, so that's the problem. You don't believe that. That's the problem right there. So that's the problem. You don't believe that. So there's a belief in there that says people aren't going to buy from me. They're not going to take me up on this package, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the problem. You have a problem, and it's called a belief that says I don't believe it, and that's why you're not selling it. That's why you're not out there making those offers, and that's why you're not having those sales.
Straight up.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's a gremlin there, and I can tell you now, after doing this for 8 years and helping hundreds and hundreds of women around the world make millions and millions of dollars with the system, that people will absolutely 1,000% pay you to get that transformation. The problem is you're not making them that offer. And the reason why you're not is because you don't believe what? You don't believe people will do it?
I don't believe they'll pay money for it.
Well, here's some real talk for you, darling. We're very real talk around here, Christy.
Yes, please.
Here we go.
Okay.
You are a healer. Are you better than a book on how to get your level 1 Reiki attunement?
Yeah.
Are you better than vitamins?
Yes.
Are you better than a purse? Even a really expensive purse?
Yeah, I love that purse analogy.
Here we go. Here's the thing. Why, if you're not worth it, why is healing and learning to self-heal and energy healing a multi-billion-dollar industry if you are not worth the investment? You have been doing this for how long?
Oh, 12 years.
And so if I wanted to get to the level of healing myself that you're at right now, how long would it take me?
At least that.
And how much would it cost me?
Shitloads.
And so what do you deserve?
Shitloads.
Amen, sister. She got there, everybody.
Right? You need to hear this stuff. I need to hear this stuff, and I thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We're going to take some more questions, but I recommend that you start making an offer. Get up there and start. Most of the time, most of your clients are out there. They're right in your vicinity. They're in your warm market, but you've just never made them an offer.
Yeah.
And we can talk about that on another live about how to make offers. I know that's a lot of that's another major problem that we help our clients with. But we've got some more questions coming up here.
Yes.
Who else has a question that they want to ask?
We're gonna bring Kala live right now. Hey. There you go. Hi, you are live with Vanessa. Let's get you unmuted, rocked, and rolling. Can you talk to us?
So cool.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
You're great now.
This is a little scary. Live. Vanessa, I just want to say I appreciate like all that you do, all the content that you put out, you know, that is free, and just your time and all of that. I am a relatively new coach, similar background to the previous caller, massage therapist, but I also am trained in meditation, things like that. And I've tried to niche for women recovering from burnout. And I have one program, but I'm not really sure how to sell it. And I know you teach that in the program. Yeah.
Great question. So your question is, how do you sell it, right?
Yeah. I mean, you know, the Facebook ads, it's daunting.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot. This is a whole other can of worms, but I'm happy to go there. Oh. And that is a big problem. You know, most people say, oh, I'm going to become a coach. I'm going to make $10,000 a month. Vanessa, that sounds really great. And I love this whole 10K and 30-day thing, but how the hell, what do I actually do first? And then they start thinking, oh my gosh, like, I don't want to like sell my friends. Right. Where are you going to find these ideal clients? So, you know, there's a recipe for you guys, and this is a really simple recipe for Cashflow. So write this down and be visible, deliver value, and make offers to people who can say yes. That is your fastest path. That's the most simplest, most direct, the easiest way to generate money in sales.
Can you repeat that again for the people in the back, Ms. Vanessa?
Yeah, be visible, deliver value, and make offers to people who can say yes. In our 10K program, we teach our clients how to run a Facebook ad, how to create an expert platform called a Facebook group, and how to fill that group with people, and then continually showing up, being visible, delivering value, you know, practicing doing live stream videos, you know, interacting, solving problems with people, and then making them offers to come on in and, hey, take me up on this 90-day one-on-one coaching program with me. So that's kind of the big picture bird's eye view. Now, the other way that you could do this is you could just say, I don't want to do technology. I want to do workshops. And you could do that as well. You could, you know, get a room full of people. You could speak at a networking event. I used to do little workshops in my yoga teacher's basement.
Right.
2.5-hour workshop, teaching something cool. And at the end, hey, get a breakthrough session with me. And on that call, you enroll them into your 90-day program. So I think for you, Kala, just a very direct, here's what to do next. Yeah. Is I would start, you know, on social media, on your platforms, I would start to talk about the problems that you solve for your clients. Right.
And I'm not doing that as clearly as I could, because I just got my niche, you know, because I suffered from burnout. I'm an ex-professor and midlife, prime of life, like yourself, and dealt with burnout with my, you know, the skills that I have. I've had one client so far, and she was an acquaintance, you know, so I feel
from your warm market, somebody who knows you, right? So be visible, deliver value, make offers. What that is going to do. So people need to know that you understand them and that you understand their problem before they're going to listen to your marketing message. Right. So when you're talking about problems on social media, maybe you're doing live stream videos, you know.
And that goes back to what we were talking about at the very beginning. You are a professional problem solver, and the problem you solve is burnout.
Right. I'm working actually with someone who's quite high up in the community right now, blending my yoga with the massage, though I'm not, you know, I want to target women, and he wasn't quite my target market, but I'm working with him. But yeah. And I have a YouTube channel. I'm on Instagram, but my YouTube channel is the biggest. I've got like 2,000 subscribers, which is, you know,
pretty cool. So you've got a list now, you've got an audience. Are you making them offers?
I do every month. Well, Not as well as I could.
Okay. I was going to say, that hesitation seems like a no, dear.
Yeah.
I mean, I make offers, but they don't bite. They just take the free stuff that I have.
Well, so here's, and here's a really great, I'm happy that you brought that up, Kella, because if you're not making offers to your audience on a regular basis, you're actually training them to just be kind of freebie seekers who, don't have to really do anything.
Right.
You get to sit here and eat all your free content. So, and again, are you making them offers to get on the phone with you and have a conversation?
I am. I send out a weekly newsletter, and it's in there every week along with content and like conversational, and I offer a weekly intuitive reading. But I have a question that may help the other woman who's still here. I feel like the intuitive reading is pulling me a certain way when I want to be seen as a coach. Mm-hmm. It's like tarot reader versus a little higher level. Does that make sense?
Right. So again, if you start talking about the problems that you solve with your coaching, you're going to attract a different audience.
Yes.
Instead of promoting your.
So there's no reason why you can't incorporate your cards.
Right.
If you love doing that and they love hearing that from you, that's great. But yeah, adding that extra layer of applying it to the solution of a problem. With other services.
I'm not doing that as much. I'm not linking it. So bring the problem in and incorporate that. Make that clear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk about the problems. And again, now we're also looking at, if you're writing emails, we can get into kind of a wormhole about effective email copywriting campaigns and effective offers to write to your list, and how to bring people into, a sales conversation, and how to convert those conversations. We really, go in depth with all of those pieces in our 8-week bootcamp. But I love the questions that you're presenting here, Kalana. I want to make sure that I answer everyone's question. Who else has got a question? You're welcome.
Vanessa, this is exciting. Denise is here, and Denise is actually graduating from our program today.
Woohoo!
You are here and you are live, my dear. Let's get you unmuted. Denise, it's not letting me unmute you on your end. Can you click on your mute button for me, please? Make sure you're not muted.
So
yes.
This technology is so cool.
Talk for us, Denise. Denise, your sound is not participating with me, my dear.
Maybe you can type a question in the chat box, and then let us know if you guys are joining us live somewhere on Facebook. I'm going to take a twirl in here, see if I have any questions in there. What other questions about owning your value, about pricing?
We got Leanne here. While we figure out Denise's audio, I'm going to bring Leanne up. Hey, Leanne, you are live with Vanessa. Let's get you unmuted too. Well, this is
technology
strange. It is not allowing me to manually unmute. Everybody, you're going to have to unmute on your end, please. This is very odd. We will get this handled, everybody. Don't you worry about a thing. Boop, 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 boop. This is weird.
Can I just say it looks like...
let us know if you guys can unmute yourselves. There should be like a little microphone.
Denise says that her microphone is not actually working now. Denise, I can see your question if you want to just type that in the chat.
Yeah.
Leanne, if you're here with us live, we want to talk to you, so we want to get you unmuted too.
And while you guys are doing that, I've got Yovella says, I've just joined. Sorry if you already answered this question, but what's the best way to get clients online without Facebook ads?
Boop, 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 boop.
So I'm going to answer that question. And
can I just say it looks like...
Oh, there we go. It sounds like we had some feedback. So Annie's got to manage all the freaking...
Elizabeth, did you have feedback? Sorry, I cut you off. Her microphone is not actually working now. Denise, I can see your... Oh, now I got a replay. Okay, we're going to mute that. Oh, technology.
All good. It's all good. So I'm going to answer that question. How can you attract clients without using Facebook ads? I'm going to give you guys a quick little recipe that worked for me when I got my Facebook ads account shut down. That's happened 3 times. Guess what? Facebook doesn't want to hear about your bikinis. They certainly don't want to hear about making 10K in 30 days or any kind of income claims or any kind of midriff showing, which is basically my entire brand. Okay, rock your business in a bikini, create a portable, profitable business. So what I did is I started using online video and social media channels. So again, in our 10K and 30-day program, we deep dive and we show you how to use a 30-day video challenge to be visible, deliver value, make offers on a consistent basis, because consistency is king. That's how people get to know, like, and trust you and feel good about opening up their wallets and paying you. So this is something that you can do today, right now, as soon as you get off of here with us, is to pick up your iPhone. You don't even need a fancy pants camera. iPhone will do, or any kind of smartphone. They have great cameras. Selfie style. You know, this is the way, this is really technical. You grab this here in your hand, boom, and you start talking. And you go live with your camera. You can go live, or you can just record a video and then upload that into social media. And in the beginning here of today's live, we talked about the problems that you solve for profit. So you might do a video talking about one of the problems that you help your clients solve, or a case study. And then again, you know, we can have a call to action in that video. It says, hey, you know, I've got some space open in my coaching calendar. I've got 2 places open in my coaching program, which is called blah, 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 where I help XYZ people overcome XYZ problems and get XYZ results. And if you want to know more, just, you know, send me a private message on Facebook, or here's my phone number, call me up. It can be something really simple like that. It's
the easiest way to get an offer out there in a way that feels good for you and lands with them. Yeah.
And we, you know, online video is the next best thing to being there live with people. That's the truth. And, you know, right now we have this whole setup here today. Do not compare yourself to this. You will probably never have this kind of setup. This is really complicated. Okay? Mm-hmm. This is, you're talking at somebody who has an email list of 40,000 people. You know, we do hundreds of thousands of dollars every month in business. You know, I can afford to be complicated right now. And
you can and will get there too.
You can and will, but you don't have to be in the beginning. Is what I want to tell you. Just your iPhone, really simple way to attract clients on social media without using ads. Now, the reason why most people get into paid advertising is because they realize I don't have anybody on my social sites. My people that are friends, they're not going to buy from me. So how do I reach new audience? And that's why we use ads. Yeah. So these are some really great questions.
So Coach Elizabeth is here. Coach Elizabeth, I'm going to bring you on live with Vanessa. Let's get you unmuted. Can you unmute yourself on your end, dear? There you go. Talk to us. Nope, you're still muted. Why is it doing this?
I don't know. I'm going to answer another question, though. Denise says, my product is basically teaching people to find their own path to spirituality, specifically through paganism, because that's what I did over the course of about 18 to 36 months. So the value is partially that they can do this more quickly, cool, and that they know they have a good coach. Okay, so still hard to put a price tag on this. I have silenced a lot of gremlins in the program, but it's still a struggle. Okay, so here's the thing. And the truth is, nobody wakes up in the middle of the night and says, I need a coach. I need to buy coaching. They don't. They say, holy shit, I got to quit my job. I hate my boss. They say, oh my God, I have to leave my relationship. Oh my God, I have to find a new house. I need to make more money. Oh my God, I got to hire, I got to get out of debt. Oh my God, I got to lose 30 pounds for that wedding, my son's wedding. Oh my God, you know, I need to freaking, where's my husband? I got to solve this relationship problem. I got to solve this money problem. I got to solve this health problem. They don't wake up in the middle of the night and say, I need a coach. They don't. So as again, you know, you're looking at this paganism, and so this is a problem that we see a lot of coaches do, is they sell the system instead of selling people what they want. So this is a writer downer. Everyone grab a piece of paper, write this down. You have to sell people what they want and then give them what they need. Sell people what they want, give them what they need. So your audience might want to feel more connected, more confidence, and have no.
Oop, we lost her again. She'll be back. Technology, the wonders of technology. She will be right back. I feel like a radio announcer. And now, a word from our sponsors.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'm back. I was like clapping my hands and I think this one like crapped out of me. Okay, so I'm back.
You broke the internet with your powers.
Oh my gosh. So you gotta just jumping back in here. You have to sell people what they want and then give them what they need. So, you know, Denise, your question, what is it that people really want? And what they want, again, coming back to it, is they want a solution to their problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so that's what they're paying thousands of dollars for, not paganism, not your coaching program.
Right.
They're paying thousands of dollars to solve those problems. And they're paying thousands of dollars for how that translates into their lives.
Mm-hmm. So let's try to bring Coach Elizabeth back up for our last question of the day. Elizabeth, can you talk to us now and see if we can hear you? Let me get your volume turned up.
And while you guys are doing that here with the, hey, is that Elizabeth?
Yep, Elizabeth is on.
Yes, thank you. I love your energy. Thank you so much for taking this time. I just joined you because I actually was in a customer, when a client, potential client in a call. I is still in the process that I'm doing my free calls, my free coaching with people and try to understand what they need, because what I do is asking initially questions about what part of their life. I consider myself as a life coach. So I want to ask them what part of the life, relationship, health, work on career, or social life they feel any life challenge or frustration that I can support them and moving forward, overcome whatever is happening for them. So I still do it. I feel in that situation that I doing my coaching for free. And at the moment I asking them they like it to talk with me, what the clarity that they get after the call. But I don't, and then I offer them to continue our coaching. We need to have a package for 3, 6, or 12 months. And they say, oh, let me think about it. I don't know if I can able to pay this. So I still don't know how to, I feel stuck, but I feel confident to do my coaching for free. So sometimes it's half an hour and sometimes it could be an hour.
Okay, so let me
deal with the spirit.
Stop you right there, Elizabeth, because I understand the problem, and it's really frustrating. And this is, you really are stuck in this learning without ever earning. So you're giving free coaching, but when you start to now invite people and invite them into working with you on a paid basis, oh, I can't afford it. Oh, I don't know. So this happens a lot with coaches, because what you're really learning, I mean, you're learning a lot of different things. There's a lot of different edges that you're softening. Number one is marketing, how to get the right people in front of the right offer. And number two is how to actually sell it.
Power back now.
Okay, so yes, you're a paid problem solver as a coach, but you're also a salesperson. And now we get into a whole other can of fish and a whole other can of worms, which has to do with your beliefs around sales, selling. Is it manipulative or not? Are you a used car salesman? Who's going to pay me that kind of money? And let's dial it. So that's a whole can of worms that we deal with a lot with our clients, is, you know, fixing their concepts of sales, because you are a salesperson. Transformation doesn't happen until you make the sale. And if people are telling you it's too expensive, I can't afford it, blah, 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 you've probably not done this on purpose, but you've probably not connected them to the actual pain. What is the emotional, physical, financial, spiritual, relationship pain? What's the consequence of them not solving that problem? So that's what you want to get into on a sales call. We teach, again, our clients in the 10K and 30-day program. I know Kala here has a question about, you know, how much does it cost? If you want to come and check out our program, I'll give you guys the website to check it out. Again, my intention on this call today is not to sell my program, but really to be here with you and give you guys some free coaching to help you get some clarity. But if you do want to check out our program, the website's 10kin30dayprogram.com. And I'll just post it in here, 10kin30dayprogram.com. And the best thing to do is go and check out that website. And then if you're on that website and you want to find out about the program, apply. There's an application process. we really want to work with women who are serious, who are committed, who are ready. Maybe, you know, like you are, Elizabeth, who are like, they're on the verge of making this really work and they might be struggling with sales. So do you have a good sales script?
Elizabeth, no, she's shaking her head. No, Vanessa.
Yeah. Right. So again, I mean, this is a great question. I'm so happy you brought this up. And so I would recommend, you know, that you really start to learn about sales. We teach our clients that in, you know, in our 10K and 30-day program, that while you're doing these calls, what I'm going to invite you to do is to start really, you know, and this is a problem that coaches, a lot of coaches have. They don't want to ask the tough questions. They don't want to get people uncomfortable. They want to coach people. They want to make people feel good. But that's not, people aren't going to whip out thousands of dollars until they really connect and they understand, oh shit, this problem is not just costing me money every month, but maybe my husband's going to leave me, or I'm going to miss out on my kid's life, or, you know, I'm going to work myself to the bone and croak and die, and I'm going to continue having these health issues and not be able to afford to do something different because I'm not solving this problem. You understand? Then they're going to whip out their wallet and pay you.
And one thing I learned from you, Vanessa, is that if you're not stepping up to sell, number one, you're not going to make any money, right? But sales, if you do it right and you do it from a place of value and you do it with your heart, it doesn't hurt anybody. Not selling keeps them in the position of that problem we pinpointed right at the beginning of this call. Right? So many people are like, I can't sell. I don't want to manipulate people. No.
Yeah.
By not being present, by not showing up for them, by not being visible, providing value and making offers, you are damning them to go find a lesser solution. Or stay right where they are.
Yeah. And it brings up a good point. So it sounds, Elizabeth, like you're right on you're right on that cusp, and Kala says the same thing. That's what I did with the guy that I connected to his pain. Yeah. And you know what? He hired you. So that's really what it is. You know, a really great coach, if you're on sales calls and you're not connecting people to really what first of all, understanding what is the problem? Why are they on the phone? Why aren't they out there baking cookies and having orgasms? Because let me tell you what, if everything was okay and fine and dandy in their life, they would not be on the phone with you. If they didn't want to solve some problem, they'd be out baking cookies and having orgasms. Again, they would not be on the phone with you. So they want it. It's your job to find out why. What happens if they don't solve this? To find out why. What is the real problem? What are the consequences of them not solving that problem? Again, Kella says here, she's looking for a payment plan. It's not like we use credit cards to borrow. So here's the deal. I mean, that could be one philosophy for living, but, you know, people borrow money all the time. And as a matter of fact, you know, if you really want to, if you're serious and committed about creating a 6-figure income as a coach, you know, I mean, I look at a lot of different business plans. I look, for example, Starbucks. You know, if you want to open up a Starbucks shop and sell coffee, it's going to cost you a $300,000 investment to buy the franchise. Then you got to pay the coffee beans, hire the people, the outfits, the rent. You're just buying the recipe for $300,000. And again, nothing's going to happen until, you know, you get some kind of business plan, or you get that. And people go to banks all the time and borrow money, all the time. I had one of my clients, Amy, I'll talk about her. She's a Canadian, a fellow Canadian. She actually she came to see me. She said, you know, I'm going to hire this other coach instead. Did a year-long program with that woman. Didn't do anything with it. Came back a year later. It was more expensive. Kicking herself. And she said, you know what? I'm just going to go to the bank, get a loan, pay for this whole thing in full. And she did that. She showed up very committed. And she had $14,000 months. She took a month off, went to Hawaii, took her 2 boys there. Her and her husband bought 2 rental properties that year. That was her intention, to have, you know, these rental properties and to retire her husband. That was one of her goals. And she did all of that. So, I mean, you can wait and save money, but just remember that every month you're not dialing in the system. Other people out there are. So, you know, you might think, oh gosh, I'm going to wait and save up the money. But okay, if it takes you, you know, 14 months or 16 months, some other coach out there is picking up all those clients every month that you're not, because I don't know what, because you're waiting. So again, I'm a very impatient person. I have a gas pedal and a gas pedal, and that's just how I run my life.
Absolutely.
It's gas and gas.
You know, I love this, Vanessa. We got to get to wrapping this training up. But one thing that I think is absolutely incredible is one of our beloved graduates, Hannah, is watching in the house. And she says, 1 year ago today, I did my first video. Today was her 176th video.
Woo!
Quite bluntly, this shit works.
What's up,
I love you. Congratulations on this incredible milestone. We're always talking about consistency. This lady is consistent. She's showing up. She's visible. 176 videos. She's providing value and she's making offers.
Yeah, congratulations, and I'm so happy to see you here. Also, Kelly Weaver's in the house. She's from Hawaii. Aloha, gorgeous. Hey, Kelly. I love all of these questions. I want to make sure I haven't missed any questions before we jump off. I'm just do like one last quick round here. Anybody else have a dire question before we I feel like, you know, we could just keep going and do this like all day long. I'm actually inspired to do another one of these. Raise your hand and let me know if this conversation's been helpful, and maybe we should do another one on Thursday. What do you guys think?
Feeling good? I'm seeing some nods.
You're feeling good? I think someone like this. Is that Christy? Yeah, right on here. Yeah.
And yes, thank you so much to our volunteers today. Thank you to Christy, Elizabeth, Kala, Denise, and all of you out there watching. Thank you for jumping into the hot seat, being brave, bold, and vulnerable. If you had a visibility block, guess what? You just busted it. Got here live in front of who knows how many people. So
yeah, and you're all still alive. And you know, I also want to invite you guys, if you haven't checked out our free e-course. Again, Annie knows, she's our head mindset mentor here. We've helped hundreds and hundreds of women with our 10K and 30-day program. We get the same questions all the time. So we decided we're going to create like this 6-day course for you guys. It's absolutely free. It's at confidenceandcashflow.com. It's a free course. Help you with some of these, you know, get some clarity on some of these pieces that we discussed. You know, how do you find value? How do you get clear on your program? So make sure that you sign up for that, and then stay tuned, guys, because I really enjoyed this. You know, technology aside, like this has been really, really cool. I've loved connecting with you. I'm so happy to spend this time with you. And Annie, again, thank you so much for being here. And
it is my total pleasure.
Yes. So let's do that. Let's make a date here to reconnect and do this again really soon. I'm going to say thank you to everybody for showing up here. Confidenceandcashflow.com is again that link. I'm going to go ahead and pop it in the chat for you guys. If you haven't gotten access yet to our free 6-day course, it's called confidenceandcashflow.com. I've been doing this now for 8 years, and we get the same. That's why, you know, we get the same questions again and again, and we're just really good at helping women unclutter all the overwhelm and like, do I need a website? What do you do first? Oh my God, so many things to do, right? And just dial it into, you know, a step-by-step process to take you from kind of overwhelmed and confused to your first high-ticket program in 8 weeks. And so these are some of the questions that we cover the most. We put it into a 6-day program. It's free. It's called confidenceandcashflow.com. And Denise, you're welcome. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Annie.
Heck yeah, we will see you back really soon with another topic near and dear to the hearts of our clients, our coaches, and the people we serve. Thanks so much for being here today, Vanessa.
Hey, thanks, Annie. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. We love you.
Bye now.
Bye, everyone.